I double dog dare you.
What is it?
And if you don't do it, just, you know, it's all right. You can stay.
You're judging?
I double dog dare you.
I'm not sure if it's
Yesterday I
sassy
went to
or
Bloom
sassy.
Cafe and she was talking about, I'm making a gluten-free double dog. And I was
What
like,
is-
this is
what
so
does
Staten
it
Island.
do?
So, devil dog. This is a gluten-free devil dog right here. No, this is a sassafras tree. So let's smell it first. I'll get to everything. Don't you worry. And then we're going to collect some too because it's a really good plant. I want you guys to have the chance to harvest as well. So does anyone smell it? What does it smell like to you, Miss Olivia?
The only word I can use to describe it is fresh. Maybe a bit like lemony.
Lemony. Very good. What else? Lee. How about we give it a taste now? First step is smell, second step is so go for the younger leaves, the smaller ones. They're going to be easier to bite. Come on up to the tree. Don't be shy.
No, it smells like a greenish.
I'm going to give it a bite.
Like a grass.
Like herbal.
Herbal, right?
Yeah.
Grass. Not
Give it a
the- I
nice-
didn't smell the lemon.
Look, the butterflies like the white snake root.
Oh, monarch.
Do you like it, Con? It's like lemony. What else? Lemongrassy.
Is this edible, Ellie?
Yeah. Yeah. Eat it.
Yeah, I think put it on
Take a bite.
like sushi and stuff, right? No?
Sassafras sushi.
What I know, it certainly could be put on sushi. Why don't you try it and tell us how it is?
It's like it's supposed to be like earthy.
Thank you. So, let's like cut it now. Get to the secret. So sassafras. Sassafras is a native tree of the understory. All understory means is it's a shorter tree. It's always going to be a shorter tree. It's never going to be like an oak tree giant to the point where you can't reach it. So sassafras is the OG root beer tree. They literally use the roots of this tree to make root beer. It has that root beery flavor if you use your imagination. The quality of the tree, it's called saffron oil that gives it that flavor, is most concentrated in the roots, although it is present in the bark and the leaves. Sassafras is really culturally important, medicinally important. Just medicinally, I mean, sassafras, I don't know if anyone noticed when they chewed the leaves, it kind of had like a
Mucus.
mucusy property. That's called mucilaginous. So that is a cooling property. Does anyone ever get sunburn, put aloe on their skin?
Yes.
The property that cooling effect is called mucilaginous. So this is the same property. Other plants have that same property. So when we're looking at like plants and trying to remember like medicinal or like uses like that, we're looking for common properties. So mucilaginous quality, right? If you have like a lot of heat in your body and you need something to cool it down, like diarrhea or something nasty going on, you might want to get some mucilaginous stuff in your body. Sassafras is also a good liver cleanse, as some say, but sassafras is actually kind of controversial in some ways. So I think sassafras is totally delicious, fine, edible, medicinal. Everyone should eat it. It's amazing. But back in the day, right, so the FDA at one point banned saffron oil, products with saffron oil, which is the ingredient in sassafras that gives it this flavor, because they did some rat studies and concluded that, you know, it was carcinogenic and the rats got cancer. A lot of people call like BS on that. It was like a super long time ago, like 50s, 60s study. And there were some reversals of this policy that banned sassafras and a bunch of other plants in the 90s. So sassafras is legal today. Just concentrated saffron oil is like, it kind of dabbles on this line. Saffron oil is also a precursor to making MDMA, which is Molly. You know, so you want to have a good time, eat some sassafras. Just kidding. But you know, it's kind of like one of these things where it's like the foraging conspiracy theorists are like, why did you ban sassafras? You know, this is used medicinally, like it's sold in herb shops. It's documented in herb books, both old and new, right? Since it's a native plant, that means that the indigenous populations to here, Native Americans, use this plant for a variety of ailments. So yeah, I think it's great. Sassafras is one of my favorite plants to eat. I literally take this home, I'll dry the leaves. You could dry the leaves by putting them in the oven on the lowest setting, like 170 degrees, and then you store them in a jar. You could store them in a jar in your cabinet, a cool, dark place, for up to a year. So if anyone wants to take some sassafras leaves, they're amazing. Every part of the tree is edible. I really like to chew on the twigs. The twigs have a different flavor if anyone wants to do it. The twigs are simply the
What do
smallest.
you use it for? Like, what do you use it? What kind of like cooking? I mean, you would use it.
Yeah, so like
How do you-
I'm not too much of a chef. I'm more into like medicinal remedies
right,
of
right.
plants, but anything that you might use like a lemon balm in. Like who likes lemony stuff?
Me.
What do you? So it's like lemony.
Yeah.
Go ahead and taste the twig. I want you to try it.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do with the twig is I'm literally going to chew on it. It literally tastes like root beer to me. It's crazy. The twigs
Root beer?
have more of a root beer taste to me. Chew on it, suck on it, but maybe it doesn't to you, you know? Like it takes some time to adjust to wild food. What you might want to do before chewing on the twig is you know, take your fingers, if, you know, or your knife or your scissor, and take the outer part off. Because this is like the rough part, and this is like the softer part. It's pretty delicious. Want to try it?
Sure.